Right, we're going to look at drawing an isometric view of this hexagon. First of all, what have we got? We've got a top view, a front view, and a left view of this object. They've given you the height of the view of your front. So what you're going to do here is you're going to draw a little line up from A, going up that 20 millimeters that they tell you. You then draw lines coming out over here. I know that my front view is going to be over here, and my left view must be over here. Right, in my front view, I can see three sides of this thing, or three parts of this hexagonal part. And how do I get that? Well, I need to find out exactly how far from this corner over here I must move to the center. I'm going to take this measurement over here. I'm going to take it across over here, and I'm going to mark that off and get my center to this hexagon. After I've done that, I'm going to draw center lines going across. You get marks for them, so you may as well put them in. I'm then going to say, all right, from that center to this center line going across over here, I'm going to come over here, place that over there, make a little mark, and draw my second center line coming across here. Right, once I've got that, I can say, what is the distance from the center line to this point of my hexagon? You'll see that that's halfway of that line segment. I can then come over here and I can mark that off on there and over there. And I'll just draw that line in straight away. I can then say that line needs to go across to the point. So I've drawn that line in, drawn a line going across to that point. But now I need to find another point further back over here. How do I get that? I'm going to draw a construction line going across here. And I'm going to say, well, the distance from the center to the line on the other side is going to be exactly the same. So I can swing that around and mark that off and draw that in. I'll draw another little construction line coming across here. And at 30 degrees, I'll be able to draw another line going across there. And then I can say, well, from my center to this point over here is that distance. So I swing that around, and off my center line, I can then draw in this line. And that line. Right, from there I can then say, well, I've got a line coming down 20 millimeters to the fish tank. 20 millimeters to the fish tank. That's easy enough. Get that across there. Line coming down 20 millimeters to my fish tank. Draw a line coming across there. And I've got another line that needs to come down over here. I haven't marked off the 20. Let's just get that in place. Extend that pair of compasses to 20 and mark off from that corner coming down. There's my 20. And I can then draw in that line and that line. Right, the next thing that we need to do is this circle in here. It says that I've got a diameter of 40, which means that I've got a radius of 20. Extend your pair of compasses to 20. Let's just use this red over here. I think it'll be clearer. Right, extend that to 20. Go to the center over here and mark off on your center lines. A mark at 20 there, a mark at 20 there, a mark at 20 there, and a mark at 20 over there. Right, I can now draw in my little square that I need. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. If you've got a stencil, you should be able to draw the circle in using your stencil, which would be very, very easy. You look for the thing that says 40 on it. You line it up on the corners over there, and you whip that in there without any effort. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to use my pair of compasses just to show you how it's done. With a pair of compasses, you're going to take lines, construction lines, from this obtuse angle over here to that center. That you should find is done exactly at 60 degrees. 60 degrees going this way. Takes it exactly to the center over there. You can draw a line going straight the way across here, and that will give you that point and that point in order to draw the small arcs in over here. I'm just going to take my pair of compasses, extend them to that center over there. Check that it fits beautifully. You need to work very accurately over here so that it does work. Draw that in. There you go. Turn it round. Draw that in. Take your pair of compasses to that point over there. Extend them so that they go to those two and draw that little arc in there. Same story on this side. Should be exactly the same radius if you've been working accurately. And you can draw that little arc in over there. Right, once you've got that, there's one more little arc that you need to do. First of all, draw in a center line going straight down over here so that you can get the marks for the center lines that are going to be exactly 20 millimeters down. There's my 20 millimeters height of this object. Come across here, mark off that center over there. Draw in your center lines for the second circle that you're going to have down at the bottom. Don't lose those. Use those marks. That line. And there we go. And once I've got that, well, I need to draw another little arc somewhere in over here. And it's going to be one of those big arcs. I'm going to take a construction line coming down over here. I'm going to measure off that 20 millimeters over there from the point that I took my big arc for that side. So there I am. Take that measurement of that big arc, get that accurate, come down to that point, and you can now draw in that arc over there, and that is your drawing finished.